Hello my bunnies, it's Tiki's Trinkets here, and today I have for y'all another polymer clay tutorial. Today we're doing a My Singing Monster tutorial. Well, before I grab the notebook, this tutorial was requested by this person here. And they wanted me to make excuse me if I say it wrong, Peckidna. Peckidna. So I'm assuming that's Peckidna. Peckidna, something along those lines. It's a bird. It's a bird-esque kind of turtle creature from My Singing Monsters. Please excuse the bad lighting, because I still have not gotten some kind of new ring lighting, and I still have not figured out if my front-facing recording equipment has a flashlight. I have the Moto G7 Power now, and I used to have the Moto E4, and I don't anymore, so now I'm having loads of fun figuring out new things, like how to wear ears, with this phone and with my life. Anywho, this came out so super cute. I did diamond eyes, because that's my style. To anybody out there like, why? That's my style. You can use clay. Do as you will. And I think it just came out so cute. The texturing on the top and on the actual blades themselves on his back came out so adorable. And I did a closed mouth smile versus an open mouth smile just to make it a little bit easier on me. Also, I did not do the birds that sit on top of these little spikes. Again, just to make it a little bit easier. Also, they would be very, very delicate, as in, because of the fact that this is only about 2 inches tall and about 2 inches wide as well. There's just not a lot of space to add teeny weeny tiny whiny birds. So yeah, but for the most part I'm really happy with how this came out. For the gradient on the feet, for the paint on the legs, his cute little derp smile. Look at that. It looks exactly the same, right? Anyways, thank you for the request, and I can finally cross that off my list. The last request I got is a Roblox Piggy tutorial, which will be coming either next week or the week after. I want to start getting back into some original art tutorials and other fun videos. Oh, actually, next week is going to be another monthly artist feature, so if I could just grab my pen. Well, it might not be till after that. Depends on getting the art for that. Monthly. I bet y'all just love seeing me write for no reason. Monthly artist feature. This particular time, this monthly artist feature is not going to be for artists that sell their art necessarily. It is going to be a few of my personal friends, and I'm just going to show off their amazing art. They have all consented to this, and they are all sending me art that they want me to show. So anything I am showing was upon their consent, which normally I don't even ask the other artists either, but since I'm just saying positive things, I'm not about hate, I'm all about love, and I'm all about art. So if you're making art, you're doing it right. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be great. It can be bad, it can be amazing, it could be a line, it could be a Van Gogh piece. It's whatever your heart says. That's art. That's why I love it so much, because it just makes you so happy when you're doing it. But anyways, that will be featuring some of my friends' artwork, so you can look forward to that. And maybe as a little sneaky peeky, I might include some of my own visual art in there. I don't know. We'll have to see. I might just show some of my fair artwork that you might have already seen, but if you haven't, I can show some of that off too. I don't really do too much visual art anymore, except for the fair, and I also sell those at local restaurants near me, just to like have something to do with them after the competitions for the fair. And some of the pieces I keep and hang up on my wall as well. You can't see any from here, but they're back there and up there and all around. They're just invisible. No, I'm just kidding. Well, with the way I work, they might as well be invisible. Anywho, yeah, so that might be next week, or it might be Roblox Piggy, or it might be an original tutorial. You'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial for this little cutie right here, And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys there. Let's get into this. Bye-bye, my bunnies. Alright, for this tutorial, you're going to need sky blue, this other blue that I don't know the name of it, Sculpey white, Sculpey gray, and tan, which is also Sculpey. We're going to start by pre-rolling the light blue balls that we'll need and start with the large one, which you're going to roll into a teardrop shape, and then you're going to want to smush with your hand, not too hard, just very gently, and then cut off the tip as well. Sorry about that, y'all. And then after that, you're going to take the other 4 balls and roll them into teardrop shapes, and then also smush them on the ground and cut off the tips, so that you make these little chibi-wibby leg shapes. Then you're going to take metal wire, which I get from the floral department of any crafting store, and bend it at an angle, all the same angle, and put them inside the legs, and then adhere them to the body with some glue and a lot of blending. Next, we're going to go on to the blue with the name I don't know because it's worn off because it's old, but you can see the color. And we're going to roll out 2 balls. The first one you're going to roll into a oval shape, and then press that down, smush it down, and then you get this little curved oval shape. This will be his shell, so just go ahead and pop that bad boy on. Next, we're going to make his mouth, which I'm going to do closed. You could do open and get really creative with this if you like to, but I'm being lazy. So you're going to roll this into a really long snake-like shape, a very thin snake-like shape, might I add, and then you're just going to smush it together into this mouth shape and cut off the excess, and then stick it on. Next, you'll stick on 2 beads for the eyes, or make the eyes out of clay, however you feel. For the legs, I wanted to make the gradient using pearlescent powder in the color mint, or you can use paint of the same color, but I thought this looked better. Once I got done, it looked something like this. Before I went on to the tan, I also cleaned off my desk, because as you can see, there's pearlescent powder everywhere, and it'll get on the other colors, and we don't want that. Next, for the tan, we're going to make his belly, so you're just going to make 1 little ball, roll it into a chubby-wubby shape, and then smush as we've been doing before. Use the center of your hand anytime you're smushing anything. And then you're just going to take that little oval shape and stick it on the bottom. And then for the lines, I just use my long blade, the side of it, and just kind of indented as I'm clicking it. I just indented it into it gently. Next, we're going to take white and gray and mix it together. Just a little bit of white and a little bit of gray to make this off-white color. All of these balls will be necessary, so stop it here and just count out how many you need. We're going to start with the big spikes, so these 4 bigger ones at the top. We're going to roll into teardrop shapes pointed on both ends. And then you're going to put a piece of metal into his turtle back using a picture. Well, I say turtle back, but it's not necessarily a turtle. Using a picture for reference, this is how I knew where to place it at. I also squeezed them with my fingers so they'd be flatter on both sides. Next, to create texture, I just drew lines all over the shell and on these spikes. Then for the rest of the spikes, I did some facing frontward, some facing backward in varying sizes, and just randomly placed around. And then the eyes, go ahead and take those out because we're about to get ready to bake. Before you bake, go ahead and clean it off with some alcohol with at least 50% propofol, however you say that. It's so I'm going to get lit up for that one in the comment section. And then you're going to bake for 350 degrees for 12 minutes in a gas oven or 9 minutes in an electric. While that's baking, we can take the green color paint and paint the base. You can paint it whatever color you like. You don't even have to do a base. That's up to you. I like the base for stability. Next, I use my old handy Loctite glue once he's out of the oven and cooled off and glued his eyes in. Then I took this very creamy colored yellow and my smallest dotting tool and dotted dots on his legs, which is hard to see here because of the lighting, and on his snout, just on the top part, and just on the outer part of the legs. Once that's completely dry, bust out your E6000 and put 4 dots on each foot and glue him to the base. Once that's completely dry, get out some polyacrylic floor varnish, and then you can glaze that up. Mine's glossy, but you can buy matte if you'd like. Alright, and now we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, my bunnies.